There's a very distinct feeling you get when you handle something that has been refined down to its absolute purest form, where it's no longer about trying to grab your attention with loud, gimmicky changes, but rather about perfecting how a device actually fits in the rhythm of your day-to-day life. This is the new Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra, and it recently picked up their Best in Show at the Global Mobile Awards at MWC 2026. And after spending some considerable time living with it, it's clear to see why Samsung is calling this its easiest experience yet. Because with this device, the focus shifts from what the technology is to what it can do for you. So in this episode, we're breaking down the practical realities of living with it, and we answer one simple question. Can your phone do that? Now, premium experiences always start with an unboxing before we jump into the device itself. Let me show you what's included in the box. When you lift the cover, you are immediately met with the device itself. We have the phone here finished in this striking Cobalt Violet. It's an incredibly sophisticated tone, subtle in low light, but it catches deep rich hues under direct sunlight. And as for the rest of the contents, it's a strictly essentials only affair. You get a high quality Type-C charging cable, your SIM ejector tool, and your paperwork. There is no charging brick or wall adapters left in the box nowadays. And look, if you're upgrading to a flagship device in 2026, you might be wondering why manufacturers keep doing this. Well, Samsung's stance is quite simple. It focuses on sustainability. But in general, let's be honest, Type-C charging has been around for years now, and it's a global standard. So you might have a fast charging brick or even just a normal brick lying around at home, or two that you could be using for the next couple of years. When you first look at it, the design language feels immediately commanding. It's solid, beautifully weighted, and clean. But the real luxury reveals itself the moment you lay it flat on a table in a public space. They've introduced a world first with this hardware, a built-in privacy display. Because if you think about how it plays out, you'll either be in a crowded lounge or on a flight, and you'd be dealing with your banking app or really sensitive information that you don't want anyone else to see. How it plays out is that you'll tilt the phone towards you and away from the masses, or you'll have to buy a cheap, blurry plastic screen protector, which takes away from all the fun. Well, not anymore. Here, the glass itself intelligently handles it. To you looking straight at it, it's a vibrant and perfectly clear. But to the person sitting right next to you, it looks like a completely blank screen. It's privacy by default, seamlessly baked into the design. Where this device truly starts to feel different is in the software. It's running on the latest One UI 8.5 upgrade, which introduces something called Agentic AI. Now, we're all familiar with traditional AI where you open up the app, you give it a long prompt and you wait for an answer. That's reactive. Agentic AI is more proactive. It lives quietly in the background on your device, observing your habits, and it pretty much acts as a personal assistant because it observes what you do and then it can give you summaries or suggest the next step for you to take. Now imagine you're watching a travel vlog or looking at a photo, and you spot a jacket or a piece of furniture you really love. Instead of taking a screenshot, opening a browser, and trying to type out a description of it, you just draw a circle around it, right where you are. Circle to search with Google instantly pulls up exactly what it is and where to find it without you ever leaving the app. It turns a multi-step digital chore into a single fluid gesture. Yes, it's not a new feature, but it's worth a mention still. To back up that kind of continuous intelligence, you need immense raw power under the hood. But instead of talking about processing cores, let's talk about how that power changes what you look at. It drives an AI display powered by ProVisual Engine. Think of it as an invisible restoration artist working in real time. If someone sends you an old, compressed, low-resolution video over a messaging app, the phone instantly analyzes the frames, fills in the missing details, and upscales it to crisp and intentional on this massive screen. And because you can get this with up to 1 terabyte of internal storage, you don't have to delete old memories to make space for new ones. Your digital life stays completely local, right in your pocket. But all of this proactive intelligence and high-resolution scaling demands a massive amount of continuous power. This brings us to how this machine actually sustains itself. Underneath the glass, Samsung has fitted a massive 5000 milliamp battery. Now, instead of leaving it as just a number on a spec sheet, let's talk about practical execution. Now, that battery is optimized to clear up to 31 hours of video playback. That means that you could leave your charger at home in the morning, be shooting 4K videos all day, running your AI tasks, getting some work done, and you'll still make it back home with enough battery for a safety margin, which is incredible in my books. And when you do eventually run low, Samsung has finally introduced 60-watt SuperFast charging. Again, to give you perspective, that means that you can go from dead to 75 or even 80% in just 30 minutes. Then we have the cameras. On paper, the headline is the massive 200 megapixel ultra camera. But the real breakthrough happens when the sun goes down, driven by the ProVisual Engine. Samsung solved this by combining physical wider apertures that let in more light, with AI noise reduction that cleans up the dark areas of your video frame by frame. But the feature you will appreciate most is a horizontal lock. If you're tracking a subject while walking or handing your phone to someone else to film you, even if the hand shakes or tilts sideways, the horizon of your video stays perfectly flat and level. It gives everyday handheld clips a smooth cinematic stability. And when you need to bridge a massive physical distance, the 100 times AI-powered space zoom pulls details out of the far horizon that your naked eye can't even decipher. But if you want to push this past casual home videos and use this as a serious creative tool like I am, the video formatting and audio capabilities are where things get incredibly interesting. You have the choice here to shoot in either 4K or full 8K resolution. Now, if you're uploading straight to social media, 4K, which is labeled as UHD or HD, is your sweet spot. It's sharp, highly detailed, and much easier to manage. But switching it to 8K isn't a gimmick. It gives you an absurd amount of data in every single frame. It means if you're editing a video later, you can physically crop or zoom deep in your shot without losing an ounce of crispness. They've also included log recording. For anyone unfamiliar, log captures a very flat, desaturated video profile that preserves the maximum dynamic range in your shadows and highlights. It stops your bright skies from blowing out and prevents your dark areas from clipping into pure black. It gives you a clean canvas to color grade your footage later in post-production, matching the exact mood you want. But visuals are only half the battle. A great video is nothing without good audio. Samsung has heavily upgraded the array of built-in microphones on the S26 Ultra to match this visual fidelity. When you are recording, the microphone don't just blindly pick up everything around you. They work in tandem with the lens. If you zoom into a person speaking in a crowded space, the microphones focus their directionality towards that specific subject, isolating their voice while actively cancelling out the ambient wind and background chatter. It gives you deep, spatial accurate sound designed directly from your device. So when you sum all this up and you anchor it with that ultra long lasting battery, the super fast charging, and even that ironclad security by Knox, the S26 Ultra starts to look more like a complete package as opposed to just a box with features. But as always, all of that comes with a number. Now, if you're looking to step into the absolute peak of what this ecosystem has to offer, the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra starts from 30,999 Rand. But I know that's a massive investment, but given the build quality and everything else that we've discussed in this video, it doesn't sound like a bad proposition at all. But if that's too much, you can always opt for the mid-tier Galaxy S26 Plus, which starts from 25,999 Rand. And if that also is a bit too much, you can go for the ultra portable Galaxy S26, which starts at 20,999 Rand. With all that pricing information out of the way, that unfortunately means that we've come to the end of our time with the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. But trust I'll be spending much more time with this bad boy over here. And before we let you go, please ensure that you are subscribed to the Twofold channel right now so that you're the first one to know as soon as we release the latest content. And please drop your comments in that section down below and share this video with your friends and family. But from myself, Papi Mabele and Gift Behind the Camera, thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, have a good one.